You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready? Pat the 60, pat the 60.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Benson once more. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Dragon, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Olave. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those changes.
And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Go!
Staying on the ground with Benson. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
He takes off with it. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
At the Bucs 12-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Viking 18, Warriors 70.
This time it's a passing play. Brought in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Chris Olave with the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock. Methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. They'll pick things up from the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And his first pass falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Cut for big yards on the right side. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return, so that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
79.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Check, let's go. Bronco 80.
It's Benson on the give. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
7-5, Cougar 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing from the gun here. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Benson on 1st and 10. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Olave on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Corey Gallis connects. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Working now from the gun. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Irving here from the gun. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
19,
Dell now in motion right. 2nd down, looking for options. And he's got it. It's in close. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. He gets to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready,
Back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Get it. 19 light. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking in the air here. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ready.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment.
Ready, set.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Sticking to the air here. Catch made left side by Palmer. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
19 Tiger, 19.
They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing from the gun. That finds the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Throwing it again here. It's inside the 10. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Saints push their lead to 3.
Buccaneers, 14. Andres Borregales set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He fields it from the 8. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Andy Borregales set to kick off.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete out to the right side. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Saints get to it. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime.
This quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and loose with ball security, because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practiced all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. He gave it away, and even worse, he watched him return it for 6.
Borregales tacks on the extra point. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
Buccaneers, 14.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now we just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and first down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll begin this drive with Benson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They give on 2nd to Benson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine.
Air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. So they're left facing a 4th down.
4th down.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Running back sent in motion. They'll come out throwing. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Strong running inside the 30. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yeah.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time. The big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Benson now from the gun. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, ready?
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
The give now to Benson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Ready? 18, Cowboy 80.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20.
20-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Pass play now. Pass caught by Tank Dell. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Empty backfield. 5 guys out wide for 3rd and long. Third and long. They're going to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Throw right side, caught by Olave. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Deep shot off his back foot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
This is complete to Olave. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Escapes the pocket, and they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 9-point advantage. Well, he definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design, a tremendous execution.
Now Borregales on to send it away. This will end up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. Gain of 15 there. And the Bucs have the 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They'll throw it here on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10.
throwing it again. It's a big strike downfield to Anguka. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Giving 25 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First down 10 at the 12-yard line.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Buccaneers got to score in a hurry. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. We send a man in motion. Back now, pressure coming. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
70 Timberwolves.
They give up the gut to Benson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Cowboy 80.
Now an inside give to Benson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Got it. Ready? 19 Lions. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rebel. 18.
He'll look to throw it. To the right, it's pulled in by Palmer. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
At the 47-yard line.
Hey, Bronco. Alert. Alert.
They give left side to Benson. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on. Because one-on-one, it's going to run right through you.
And he's going to have the first down there for the Saints. And that should be enough to run out the rest of this one.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.